creative collabs I've always find to be one-sided, always. You know what I mean? And you actually tend to put more effort into not making it one-sided if you're that type of person that just wants to make sure that, you know, someone's doing this and someone's doing that. I've done a number of collabs.
Yeah.
One I can remember is like with Wolfgang.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because it's like we were in LA doing animal rights. And it's not like, okay, I'll do one kick drum, you do the next kick drum, I'll do the one after that.
So nobody feels left out.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
It's
so
political as a musical,
right,
Yeah.
so it's more like, it felt to me like I was a solo artist working on his remix and vice versa, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just like, you know, I'd lay out a drum track or whatever and say, yeah, this is tight, and I would start something on this if I wanted to, but I'm gonna go sit by the pool, have fun, you know what I mean? And we just kept doing that all day, you know, like just going back and forth, kind of surprising each other when we would come back and forth, and then it's like, hey, I'm working, fuck off. And then I'd work for like, you know, 2 hours, whatever, and then he'd come back down and I'd get out of his hair, you know, kind of thing. So that's how collabs work with me, just because I'm weird, and that's how I like to work, you know, and I think he's the same way too, so it worked out really well. And same with me and Steve. I actually used to live in a one-bedroom apartment on Vaughan in St. Clair. And, yeah, Dutch
I went to
Streets.
St. Mike's, so it's right around the same area.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's when Steve started coming up to Canada the first time.
Nice.
We're like, yeah, we're gonna work on this drum and bass, and we're gonna be this indie kind of weird shit thing, because that's what we loved, you know. We're like, yeah, and we're like, fuck it, let's just make a dance track with all of it. You know, that's how that all started, believe it or not. And we put out a whole album in like a week worth from nothing, you know, and then we had like 7 tracks or something for that first extra release thing. And the way that we did that was just, again, you know, it's just kind of like, hey, I got this riff, and then I would maybe expand on it and make it, you know, a little more musical or something. Steve's big thing is dissonance, and it drives me fucking crazy. So I tune it, and then you know, go do some drum programming on it. But again, it's all very back and forth.